大力表彰维系安宁。
What the fuck is happening? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh. I'm so scared. What?
เอาที่ออกได้ถ้าออกไม่ได้ต้องรออุปกรณ์ได้รออุปกรณ์ก่อนคนมาแล้ว
Everything's
May 12th, 2008, 2:28 p.m. In just seconds, the world turned upside down in Sichuan, China. A massive 7.9 magnitude earthquake struck without warning, reducing entire cities to rubble. The destruction was unimaginable. Over 87,000 people lost their lives, 370,000 were injured, and nearly 5 million were left homeless. Schools crumbled, trapping thousands of children. In Beichuan, one school alone saw over 1,300 students perish. Panic filled the air as people desperately searched for loved ones. The Chinese government launched one of the largest rescue operations in history, deploying 130,000 soldiers and emergency workers. International aid poured in, and against all odds, survivors were pulled from the debris days later. Oh, amidst the horror, stories of unbreakable human spirit emerged. A mother shielded her baby with her body, leaving a final message. Dear child, if you survive, remember that I love you. Today, Sichuan has rebuilt, but the scars remain. A reminder that nature's power is unstoppable. October 2019, Indonesia. A powerful earthquake struck Sulawesi, turning an ordinary day into pure chaos. Office workers rushed out of buildings, streets cracked open, and terror filled the air. The 6.5 magnitude earthquake hit suddenly, toppling buildings and triggering landslides that buried entire villages. Over 40 people lost their lives. Hundreds were injured, and thousands were forced from their homes. Rescue teams raced against time, pulling survivors from the rubble. Families searched for loved ones, while thousands were left without food, water, or shelter. The Indonesian government and aid organizations worked tirelessly to provide relief. For those who lived through it, the fear never fades. Many say they will never forget the moment the ground betrayed them. Indonesia, located on the Ring of Fire, faces constant earthquake threats. But are we truly prepared for the next big one? Oh, March 2025. A 7.7 magnitude earthquake strikes Myanmar and Thailand. Within seconds, entire cities tremble, buildings collapse, and chaos unfolds. In Bangkok, a 30-story high-rise under construction crumbled like a house of cards, trapping over 100 workers inside. Rescuers worked day and night to pull survivors from the debris, but the destruction was overwhelming. In Myanmar, historic temples and entire villages were wiped out. Families lost everything in an instant, and thousands were left homeless and in desperate need of aid. Authorities and aid groups scrambled to respond, but for many, help came too late. The death toll continues to rise, and the survivors face an uncertain future. This disaster is a wake-up call. The Ring of Fire, the world's most seismically active zone, isn't slowing down. The question is, are we ready for the next one? Earthquakes don't just shake the ground. They change lives forever. Stay informed. Stay prepared.
All across northern Japan, they felt it. A violent magnitude 9.0 earthquake on March 11, 2011.
Oh, October 2021, Tokyo is no stranger to earthquakes, but no one expected the powerful tremor that struck during a routine business day. The 6.1 magnitude earthquake rattled the capital, sending buildings swaying and trains screeching to a halt. Inside offices, meetings turned into moments of sheer panic. Tokyo's advanced earthquake-resistant buildings did their job, absorbing the shock rather than collapsing. But that didn't stop the fear from spreading across the city. Train services were suspended, flights delayed, and some areas experienced power outages. Emergency responders rushed to check for damage, but thankfully, there were no major casualties. Tokyo's preparedness saved lives, but next time, it could be worse. The question is, would your city be ready for an earthquake this strong?
Mạnh quá mình. Lùi nhanh.
For over a century, the angel Moroni stood tall atop the Salt Lake Temple, a symbol of faith and resilience. But in March 2020, a 5.7 magnitude earthquake shook Utah, and something shocking happened. The angel lost its trumpet. If even sacred statues can fall, what does that say about the power of earthquakes? On March 18, 2020, at 7:09 a.m., a 5.7 magnitude earthquake hit just outside Salt Lake City, Utah. The tremor rattled homes, shut down power, and left thousands startled awake. But one of the most unexpected sights? The golden angel Moroni statue, perched atop the Salt Lake Temple, had its trumpet snapped off and sent tumbling to the ground. While the statue made headlines, the damage across Salt Lake City was far more serious. 4 buildings in the historic district lost bricks, cracks formed in major roads, and the airport was temporarily shut down. It was the strongest earthquake Utah had felt in nearly 3 decades, and aftershocks kept residents on edge for weeks. Utah may not be as earthquake-prone as California, but scientists warn that a much larger quake could happen in the future. This incident was a wake-up call, prompting officials to review earthquake preparedness for both historic and modern structures. If a 5.7 quake can do this much damage, what would happen if a 7.0 struck the Wasatch Fault? Months later, the Angel Moroni was repaired, its trumpet replaced, a sign that rebuilding is always possible. But the real question remains, is Salt Lake City ready for the next big quake?